Hold up, wait, rest in peace to my homeboy Nate. Now it's turn over to Miss Quiet Queen. Anything that is supernatural, affecting things national. This topic's so fragile. She talks to angels at any angle, having conversations at the table cause she's able. Traveling to higher planes that seems unreachable. Loves to astray cause her soul so playful. Talks about demons and the haunting of gods. The dark and white magic stuff, it isn't odd. The goddess is a big part of a figure, cause honestly she a true angel whisperer. Stay in the light and you'll be alright. If you've been stuck in the shadows, tonight's the night. We all have guardian angels to keep us steady. Even the South, she talks about him. His name's Kenny. Keep playing his match, you leave it on replay. Hey, talk to angels every day.
Hi angels, hey, it's Miss Quiet Queen and welcome back to my channel. Please excuse me, I do have a bit of a cold today, but I always make videos when I feel guided to. I totally ignore the fact if I'm not feeling well or if I really just don't feel like it. I'll go ahead and do it anyway because when I'm given a message to give, I just do what I'm told and I just give it. So, you know, by my spirit guides or my angels or what have you. Now, before I really delve into what this topic is about today, which is psychic attacks and how to combat against demonic forces, negative energies, and people or internet entities that try to invade your space. Before I talk about those things, I wanted to just mention, comment on some of the comments that I've gotten on my last video. I did, I've been really doing this spiritual etiquette thing. We did spiritual health, we did spiritual survival, we did spiritual hygiene. In the spiritual hygiene video, I gave you suggestions about how to really keep yourself clean and keep your aura operating on a high frequency. And I mentioned that you should put a little cap full of bleach in your water because it really does help eliminate odor, and negative energies don't like that. So, a few people, well, no, one person in particular told me I shouldn't tell anybody that because it causes cancer or something. Some words she used I really wasn't familiar with. I know that using chlorine, we swim, so we get in chlorine. So, if it hasn't hurt you so far, okay, I say still use it. But I know it is not the best choice. The reason why, there's always a method to my madness. I say things at the time I say them for a reason. I don't explain myself, I just do it. But I feel like here I should, because there are other options that you could use that works better than Clorox, because Clorox isn't a natural substance. The reason why I said to use Clorox, because there's this old saying called you have to feed babies. You can't feed babies meat. You have to give them a little bit at a time. Now, I'm not talking about everybody is a baby and everybody can't handle it. When I tell certain people put herb teas in your water or put bath salts, people look at me like, ugh. It's just, they're not used to it. So when I say things like that, I'm not really talking to those of you who are really more advanced. I'm talking to the novice spiritualists, the novice people, the ones that trying to really get into it. They're familiar with Clorox. They clean with it. They grew up with it. They're familiar with it. You tell people to drink some herb teas or put herbal tea bags in your bath water, they'll look at you like, I'm not putting no tea bags in my water. They're not ready for that. So right now I'm going to go ahead and make a comment to that. Yes, bath salts are good, but you have to be careful with bath salts because they can be drenched in chemicals as well, unless you make your own bath salts. Maybe one day we can make some bath salts together if you want, but excuse me. So that's that. Personally, and I didn't tell you what I did, what I always do, because I just wasn't sure everybody was ready, but I use herb teas in my bath water. I use a variety of things. Sometimes I use peppermint soap. Sometimes I use eucalyptus soap. Eucalyptus is really, really good for dispelling negative energies. You can get some eucalyptus oil, and put that in your water. Burn a eucalyptus incense and just soak and rinse and cleanse yourself and get rid of these energies. Those are the better things. Anything herbal, of course, is much better. Bath salts and all of that is much, much better. Occasionally, if I feel like I need to, I would put a capful of bleach in there. It just depends on, I wouldn't mix them together. Don't do that. It just depends on how I feel, what I feel guided to do. Okay, that's enough of that. I have a feeling I'm going to talk about spiritual hygiene some more, because there's a whole lot of other things that we could be talking about. And there's a lot of sexual demons and demonic forces that I want to tell you about that visit us on a daily basis. But I really want to talk about today is psychic attacks and people and energies trying to attack your guardian angel. My guardian angel, Kenny, and we have a really good relationship. I love and adore him. Her, it, them, whatever. I love Kenny. And it's nothing wrong with you saying that about your guardian angel, because your guardian angel feels that way about you. There was a comment, and I'm only going to mention this one time. I would never, ever talk about this again. Ever. So take notes. There was a comment made saying that Kenny is not an angel, he's a jinn. When I read that, I thought, oh, okay. It's like that. And then as soon as I read it, I felt Kenny communicating with me and my other spirit guys telling me, okay, there's a warfare out there right now. There's war on guardian angels. Not just mine, but others. Some of you don't like to disclose the name of your guardian angel, and that's fine. And some of you have. That's okay too, because I'm going to get to the names in a minute. But there's a war on angels, because demonic forces, evil people, ill wishes, psychic vampires, if they want to get at you, they will try to attack your angel, because your angel is the closest to you. The closest to you. Your angel is closer to you than your aura. Okay? So, when I read that, it was like I felt deja vu. It was like I was just hearing a flood of conversations to me from my angel, telling me, there's a war against me. Meaning him. Kenny was saying this to me. There's a war against me. And I'm like, no. He said, no, it's fine. But this is what we're going to do. And so he gave me the game plan. Let me tell you something, angels. In order to beat your opponent, enemy, foe, whatever, arch nemesis, you have to think like them. It's difficult not to get consumed. Okay? I can only tell you so much, because I don't want to give away what I do. to combat against these people for trying to attack Kenny. How dare you? Okay? Don't mess with my angel. I don't even have to get upset or start cussing, because at first I was cussing mad, and I thought, then he talked to me, and it's okay. That type of negative energy is what they want me to give out to them, because it breaks down the barrier between he and I. That way they can come in and psychically suck up all of our energy, meaning mine and my angels. And I'm not going to allow that to happen. I was going to go through my comments to try to find that comment and erase it. And then Kenny told me, no, don't. We can use that to our advantage. See, this is what you do. When someone says something to you that you don't like, when someone calls you a name, you have the power to change any outcome you want. Okay? So what this person was doing, and this is what I was being told by my angel, calling him a jinn, was the more people that read that, Kenny is a jinn. Kenny is a jinn. Can you imagine like 1,000 people? Well, I don't think 1,000 people looked at that video. 400 people maybe looked at that video and maybe saw the comments, Kenny is a jinn. And I think they felt that they were building the momentum of him being a jinn and then thus turning him into such. But it's not going to happen, because what Kenny and I have done is we counteract that. What you can do, what I was going to started to say was, you change whatever outcome. You can change that word into another word. Many words have different meanings. Who says you can't? Does it have to be okayed by Webster's dictionary in order for the word jinn to have another name or another meaning to it? Because that person meant the word jinn to be something negative, and it's not. Okay? It could have more than one meaning, and it could be totally opposite. Who says it has? That can't be. Like the word gay. The word gay would mean someone who is in a relationship with the person of the same sex. Well, back in the 20s, the word gay meant happy. Okay, so those are two different meanings. You give whatever meaning to whatever word that you want, whatever's in your heart to do. You build up that momentum. You put the strength in that word. You extract whatever they think they're putting on in that word. So whatever they thought they was calling Kenny and having you all read it, what they fail to realize is we went in there psychically we went there on an astral realm, and really focused on that word, changed that word around, adopted that word, absorbed the energies from that word, because everything has energy, beloved. Everything has energy. Animate objects, inanimate objects, physical things you can see, air, everything has energy. Words have energy, seen and unseen. Okay? So we took that and we built something upon that. Also, I want to tell you, because some of you don't want to say your angel's name, that's fine. Let me tell you, just like you have a secret name, a semi-secret name, and a true name, so does your angel. Kenny has a secret name, and I know it. You hear me say Kenny because that's the name that you're allowed to know. You can call me Amberlina. That's my name, or Miss Quiet Queen. But that's not my secret name. That's not my true name. Okay? So Kenny and I refer to each other by our true name. Okay? So you can't hurt me. You can't hurt him. So the person that wrote that comment that Kenny is not an angel, he's a jinn, Your ignorance is showing you just gave us a lot of power. Anytime anyone who means you no good say or do things to try to hurt you, to try to take your power away from you, and you get angry, you're allowing them, you're giving them your power. Instead, take it, learn from it, and turn it into something good. Change the outcome of it. Change the things you can, accept the things you cannot, and have enough sense to know the difference between the two. Okay? If someone is talking about me, I give less than 2 shakes of a rat's ass how you feel about me. I don't know you from Adam. I don't snore in your face. I really don't care how people feel about me. Okay? So whatever it is that you have an issue with, whoever you have an issue with, and you know they're just sucking all the energy out of you, you could change that around. Now, for those of you who live with people who do this, I feel for you because I was in that situation a couple of times before. You just got to get through it. Excuse me. You just got to get through it. Okay? So, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. And stay tuned for more. I have a lot more information to give you guys. But just to let you know, don't mess with Kenny. You're wasting your time anyway, because you have no idea what we're doing. And you know, I really, 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 really wish that I could talk to some of you. Those of you who are really sincere and you want to know how to protect yourself, how to talk to your guardian angels, how to meet with them on the astral travel, how to fight against energy vampires and other demons that try to stop you from being successful. I wish I could talk to y'all, but I can't say what it is. I want to tell you what Kenny and I did, but you can't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. Does that make sense? So, we have to learn to talk in code some kind of way. But anyway, thank you so much for listening, angels. I do appreciate it. I got a lot more to come. Stay tuned for that. Thank you. Stay in the light.